Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Sales Unscripted podcast. I am one of your hosts, Margaret Henney.
She's the birthday girl, Margaret Henney. Birthday girl. 39er. I'm
It's
Brian
true,
Neal, by
it's
the way.
true.
I'm Brian Neal. Happy birthday. I love birthdays.
Thank you.
This
Last year,
go
my
after.
30s.
What are you doing? So this will drop after your birthday.
It will.
So I'm assuming you had a great birthday last year
Amazing.
in your 30s. What? And you're not a big birthday fan, which surprises me.
I'm getting better at it. I'm getting a lot better at it. Well, I know this sounds weird. I've never really felt my age. There was this weird point where I was younger, where I felt a lot older than I was. And then I got to the point where I was older and I felt a lot younger than I was, but I was never really man, I really am loving feeling this age, whatever. I have to say though, as I approach 40, I'm getting more what the fuck, who cares?
In your own skin. I like it.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Do you have plans, or do you know plans?
yeah, we're going to go out to dinner at Beholder.
Oh, you're going to Beholder?
Yeah,
That's
I've
great.
never been.
Oh, you haven't been?
No,
That's
no,
good.
I've never been. So Derek made reservations.
Oh,
We'll
that's
do
awesome.
that.
Oh, you'll
we
love
just
it.
love to do a good meal, and then we'll hopefully blow it out for 40.
That's right by your house, isn't it?
It is. It's on the near east side. Let's go East Siders. I love
That's Indie
the
Talk,
East Side.
Indianapolis Talk, near East Side, Indie Talk. So, two totally random things before we get into our topic. It's Thanksgiving time, so we're going to talk about what we're grateful for, in sales things, not just in life, but sales things too.
Yes.
I have a hang up with artists. Some artists are brilliant, just brilliant, just beyond
Wait.
brilliant.
Musical artists or all artists?
I'm sorry, visual art. We'll go visual art. So
okay.
people pencil draw detail. It looks like a photograph and it's not. Blows your mind. Just blows your
amazing.
mind. Then there's a group of artists that I would put in the what the fuck category.
Totally.
Why isn't this? So I want you to watch this. This is a TikTok. We can maybe post this on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Okay. We'll have to have Nick
This is
play it back.
Artist Roman Signer, Signer Senior, activating his sand sculpture, his sand bucket sculpture at Malmunkins Hall. Malmunk's Hall. He's from out of town.
Okay.
Obviously. Not from the Near East Side. The guy's from out of town.
Okay, let me see.
Watch this. You ready?
Yes.
This is this artist activating his sand sculpture. Keep watching. We'll play this for you guys. So the sand is coming out. There's 8 red buckets stacked up full of sand.
Wait,
and
is
there's
this it coming
just keep
out?
watching. Just keep watching. That's his sculpture. That fucking guy makes $1 million. Okay, now the listeners can't see we will post this up. He has basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has 10 buckets stacked on top of each other, full of sand. He broke a hole in the bottom bucket so that the sand pours out, and then the buckets basically become unlevel and fall over.
Also, here's something that you should know. It's not like it makes a cool...
It doesn't make a cool noise. They're plastic buckets. And
Or
then he
like a
kinda
cool
makes this-
design.
He makes this old man that's it. And this guy is going home that night. He goes, "Can you believe they fell for this?"
I was
going to
say, listen, is this guy the lamest artist ever,
I have
or
no
is
idea.
he just a genius?
I have no idea. That's what I mean. I don't get it. I get it, but I don't.
You know
and
a
I'm
reference that I make a lot in these
Unbelievable.
situations? Do you
What?
remember the old fairy tale, The Emperor's New Clothes? What? The Emperor's New
I
Clothes?
know it's a play too, isn't it? Or
Well,
there's a play
somebody
based off of
they
it.
try to swindle him, these people, because he's really into fancy clothes or whatever. And they were we have this magic new thread that only the most intelligent people can see. Anyway, they create this garment of nothing that he's wearing, and everyone's afraid to say something. So you're wow, doesn't he look amazing? Until the kid is that guy's naked.
Yeah, right. I don't even know.
It takes a little kid to say the truth and be
Yes.
and it's it feels like a little kid would be that's
I
a
do
bucket
that
of sand.
totally, and I'd kind of do that at my lake house. You know?
what I mean?
Oh my gosh, that is.
I can just see
that
your face
I
when you
just-
saw this for
oh
the
my
first time,
God.
where you
I'm
were
like, what is wrong? And then everyone's clapping behind him. I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? We'll get the video over to post that up so people can watch it themselves. But
That's
what
funny.
am I missing? Now this is another little. This is totally unrelated, but the thing that got I've a lot of travel time in thinking. I said this one on my other podcast too.
Okay.
I am making a new list. Stay with me here.
I'm here.
Of complicated words for simple things.
Oh.
It has struck me that we use a lot of complicated words for very simple things, and I will demonstrate.
Yeah, give me a good example.
This came from my ordering DoorDash, and we have a local DoorDash place called Cluster Truck.
Oh yeah.
And it's really important. They won't let you put your order in unless you check yes or no for utensils.
Oh yeah.
I think utensils is too big of a word for what it is because it's a fork and a spoon and a knife. but utensils sound like it's an engineering project and we're going to do all this stuff together. It just feels too big for me.
Okay, but listen.
Here's another one. What?
Wait, but I have to tell you, utensils is shorter than spoon and fork and knife.
Yeah, but we got to make it a one syllable word. You know?
Okay.
Even if we just said tensils, or something, or tens, or something.
Don't want the
or
tensils.
Sills, whatever.
No tens.
Okay. Tarmac. Why do we say tarmac? Tarmac is just a parking lot for airplanes, right? That's all it is. And the other word we could say for tarmac? The ground. It's just the ground where the airplane parks.
Okay, say more about. I am not on board with you.
Well, just stay with me here.
Okay.
So the tarmac is closed. No, you can't let anyone on the plane. Or where your bag's on the tarmac. Where's the tarmac? Where's your bag? It's on the ground.
No, you know
next to the
exactly
plane.
where the tarmac is.
Just stay with me. Ready? Yeah. Toiletries. Toiletries is too complicated of a word for what is it? Toothbrush, deodorant, it's really simple stuff. Toiletries is too big, isn't it?
But it's encompassing of all of these things. I feel like it's actually doing you a service by allowing you to say all of these things in one word. I think it's kind of beautiful.
Dop kit. What is a dop kit? What is a dop kit, right?
By the way, does that stand for
something? It's a bag.
Something?
I have no idea. See, thank you. It doesn't make any sense. It's just a little bag where I put all my toiletries, right?
Okay, listen.
Sorry.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch more. I'm not going to go into.
If you don't like it, listen.
It's too complicated of a word. We need to simplify the words.
As my mom would say, it takes all kinds.
Kathy.
And I have to say, I love it when there's a word that describes something like that. Okay, for instance, I wish I knew the motherfucking word. I can't think of it. But there's a word in French for the conversation that you enjoy after dinner, after you're done eating and you're sitting around table and the conversation. There's a word for that. I love that.
Is it elitist? Is that what it is? Is it elitist?
Stop. Listen, you're just gel.
Jelly. See, jelly is good.
PB and
jelly.
Jelly.
Jealous, right? Jealous, yeah. Anywho. I think people will. It's not. It wasn't meant to even agree or disagree.
I would love to see what people think.
It's a concept that sometimes the words that we use are just too complicated for what they actually are. And I think tarmac means the ground, even if it's next to the plane. Where's your bag? Down there.
It's on the ground.
It's down there, right? It's that's all you need to say. Oh, okay. Yeah, where's it? It's on the tarmac.
Well, you really thought about this a lot.
Well, it's a lot of flying time. You know what I mean? Well, utensils is what got me. It's too complicated. All you got to say is you want a fork?
Yeah. Okay.
Fork, spoon, or knife?
Fork? No.
Right.
None.
It's just simple.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
You're funny. Yes.
We are going to do a Thanksgiving special. Things in sales that we're thankful for.
You start.
And I think this is good because I think people can listen to our list and they may not even know some of these things exist.
Oh, yeah,
right?
that's true. That's true.
They're I didn't know that existed, or I could do that. Just things that they've never thought of. Sometimes they might think the opposite. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
thankful for Margaret.
Oh,
You're so no, it's good.
That's so nice.
I am in a double whammy. I am thankful to do a sales podcast, so I'm thankful for sales podcasts in general.
Yay!
One, they're a great way to share knowledge. Two, more importantly, they're a great way to learn things. And I think people, I think the sales podcast industry, so to speak, is underserved. I don't think people take advantage of selling podcasts. People listening to this too. I think there are millions and millions of salespeople who don't listen to any sales podcast. So I'm very thankful for sales podcasts.
That's a good one.
One of mine, yeah.
All right, I like it. I am thankful for video.
Surprising.
Surprise. No, but seriously, I have to say, I am
Yes.
really, really thankful for using video in sales because I was in sales before I had video as a tool.
Yes.
And I remember being like, I could do my job so much better if I could, if these people could see me. I don't know why it was such an aha moment to me, but when it was, I was like, holy shit, why am I not doing this? And it made me think about all of these opportunities and just the amount of time that it took to earn trust with people.
Yeah.
That I was like, man, I really could have hijacked this process and made it a lot faster. Well, I was at Angie's List.
You sold at Angie's List?
I did.
Did I know this?
I don't know. I know. We've all done our stints.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I know.
Great place.
I know.
Wow,
So
I didn't know you sold at Angie's List.
I was technically in account management.
It doesn't matter.
But you're
especially at Angie's
you're
List.
doing like renewing and upselling. So I wasn't like on the sales team
and day
like cold
drinking.
selling people.
You renew, upsell, and day drinking.
A lot of day drinking. That was a crazy year.
I didn't know that, Margaret. That's
really?
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Good for you. I didn't know that. That's
and
great.
I was like
Video.
thinking if
Yeah,
I
right.
could like show value to
Angie's
people
List.
and like all this sort of
Show
thing.
yourself. Yeah,
yes,
that's great.
show
I love
me. Like it just drove me crazy. So
Yep.
when I finally got it, I was like, man, it just felt like a revelation. So I'm very thankful for video.
I am thankful for my network.
Oh, that's
I'm very
great.
thankful for my network. And you know what I'm extra thankful for is when I was about 30 or 31 years old, several years ago, I had a couple of different mentors who taught me the value and the importance of establishing a good network over time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And
And
I
you
never
are
knew it
big
before.
on that.
I know. For 10 years, though, in business, I was not. Because
Yeah.
I worked for a huge company and I didn't know any better. Because at
Yeah.
a big company, you don't need a network. You need politics.
That's true.
You need to know how to politic. I learned that real fast. But you didn't need a network
Yeah.
outside of that. You know what I mean?
I'm just laughing because there are sirens going like
Oh, there are.
crazy
That's part of what we
outside
do.
of
We're
us. I just
unscripted.
wanted you guys to
Yeah.
know.
To acknowledge in case people can hear it.
Yeah, and they're like, "What's happening
Wouldn't
over
it be funny
there?"
if we got raided or something by
Oh
the
my
FBI?
God,
Like sales
I know
unscripted
that.
get raided. That would be bad. Have you ever been arrested?
Never been arrested.
I haven't either.
No,
It's
I'm
interesting.
sure
It's a
thankful
fun
for
little,
that.
yeah, same here. That's always a fun party starter. Okay, let's look at a little warm up icebreaker here, guys. So we'll go everybody stand up if you were born.
Yeah.
Everyone stands up. Okay, now sit down if you've never been arrested. Everyone is standing up. Whoopsie daisy. All right, you got another thing you're thankful for in sales?
Thing that I'm thankful for
Yeah.
in sales. Okay, yes, this is like a little. I don't know if it's maybe a little bit hokey, but like. I got so high in sales, not high like high, on.
Hi.
I knew you were gonna. On
Oh
when
my God, I'm selling so
high,
much
you guys.
stuff here, you
Let's
guys.
go.
Like, it's unbelievable how much I'm selling. Oh my God.
Stop.
I've never been high
Stop.
either, so
I'm
it's
gonna pee
funny.
my
I
pants.
can
Don't make me
imitate
laugh.
that.
No, on helping like whoever my point of contact was, whoever my champion was, on helping them look like a rock star.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
And I
That's
loved
good.
having
That's
that
good intention.
conversation with them
Yeah.
where I would be like, okay, what can we do to make this a home run for you, to your boss, to your team? And it was just so fun because I was like, we got to like really be partners together
Yes,
in it.
yes.
And then they would be like, oh my God, I am slaying it now. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought that was so fun. I loved it. That was one
You're
of my
really
favorite
good
parts
at
of being
it,
in
too.
sales. Thanks.
You can see the energy. You're really good at it. That's a really you know how to work with a champion to get a deal done.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Yeah.
And that's the second time you've used the word slaying.
I did. I listened to the last
episode. So it's the Q4 word of the day at Sales
I
Unscripted.
know.
Slaying, not slaying, slaying.
Look it up.
All right.
Look it up.
Not slaying, slaying. We're high as a kite. Anyway.
Okay.
I will say I am thankful for LinkedIn.
Oh, that's
I am
good.
thankful for LinkedIn. I really am. And I'll go double thankful here. I'm thankful that I started LinkedIn when I did. I started really early.
You did.
I love doing kind of, new things. Mostly because it helps me teach other people because I try to find them first and work on them and then share them. And there was loads of resistance around LinkedIn with my clients because they felt like their competitors were going to snoop on them and they felt like all their people were going to go look for other jobs.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the CEOs were extremely resistant to that. And I didn't have any sort of like forward thinking, I just saw it. I'm like, and part of it's
Seems
being an
interesting.
abundant thinker.
Yeah.
I just don't think that way. I'm
Yeah.
like, who gives a shit if my competitors see me? I don't care. And if they go find another job, they're going to find another job anyway.
Yeah,
Whether it's on
yeah.
LinkedIn or, you know what I mean? So that part just never registered for me. And man, am I thankful that I started working it when I did to learn the skills, learn how to use it. I'm still learning it, but to get my connection base up to a place where it's really, really healthy. And I'm a big fan. I love LinkedIn.
I like that.
Thankful.
That's good. I am thankful for Blind Zebra.
Oh, look at you go. Now we're spreading the love. Did you know there's a new thing you can do on Zoom where you hold the heart up? I don't have the update.
Wait, no, what?
I swear to God. Yeah, so there's a new update.
Oh.
Have you seen it? And when you physically do shit, it pops it up behind your
Okay. This makes me feel better because I think I had my hand like this. I think I did thumbs up because I was like, I could hear you.
Yes.
And this thumbs up came up.
That's what it does.
I was like, what the fuck?
If you do a heart and hold it there for a minute, it shoots hearts out your back.
Who comes
It's awesome,
up with
isn't
this
it great?
Stuff? That's crazy.
It's great. Yeah, I don't have it updated yet.
The
I
update.
think is what. Yeah, for sure.
I was wondering. I was like, does someone have control over my computer right now?
But that's very kind, Blind Zebra. Thank you very much.
No, it's true because when I was in sales too, you guys were our sales coaches. You personally came in and did some coaching at Code Video, and it absolutely changed the way that I sell. And more important than that, it changed the way I thought about how I sold and what I was doing. I had so much more pride and integrity for being in sales. For not a lot of people dream about being in sales when they're young, right away, right? It's something that a lot of times you find yourself in.
Yes.
And I was like, ugh, do I feel gross about this? Yes. And I had jobs before, and you can look at my LinkedIn to see what they were, where I didn't feel good about what I was. I was like, this feels gross. The way that I was coached and taught and led to sell were not in line with my integrity and who I was and wanted to be. And I just felt awful. And I was like, is this just what sales is? And it took a while. It took, you coming in and talking to us about mindset and integrity and positive intention and all that. And I was like, oh my God, this can be part of how I sell. And it just made me so much more excited. Not that I wasn't selling with integrity before, but my mindset was able to change. So
that's awesome.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for saying that. That's fantastic.
That's true.
Little love fest here on the Sales Unscripted podcast today. Me likey. Let's see. I'll go. Here's something.
Yeah.
I am thankful that the sales profession allows people to earn variable compensation.
Totally.
That it is one of the. I just saw a great, which I love this. So I saw an interview, a transcript of someone interviewing Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
Billionaire Shark Tank.
Yep.
Indiana University.
I knew you were going to say it.
But someone asked him, "What would you do if I took everything away from you except for $500 and a cell phone?"
Okay.
He goes, "That's the best question I've ever been asked."
Ooh.
I love it. And guess what his answer was? The first thing I would do is find a sales job. And I wouldn't care what product it was. I wouldn't care about that. But I would go in there. I'd get a sales job. And whatever industry it was, I would immerse myself to learn more than anyone else about that industry, the sales, the process thing. And then I would go sell the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I would get commission checks. Then I would get to the point where I'm the number one salesperson. Then I would go to the owner and I would say, I want you to pay me X or I'm going to go sell this stuff on my own. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome?
That's so great.
But he just, that in terms of like what you would do if you had, where could you make money if you were in, you needed some financial upside or whatever. And it doesn't take it takes a lot of skill, but it doesn't take learn how to do brain surgery or use CAD computer to design a building or anything like that,
In a lot of ways, it's like an incredibly equitable, career because you don't have to have an education.
Correct.
I mean, you could have a super fancy Ivy League private school or you could go to a community college
Butler.
And it doesn't shut up. I knew you were going to say that. You could go to Butler or you could go to IU.
What was your major, by the way?
Arts administration.
Sorry.
This is terrible. We're over here laughing at my degree.
I'm not.
Listen.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
I really loved my degree, actually. And I love the arts.
Butler. I know you do.
Son of a bitch.
Like this guy with these fucking sand pails. Like, I love the arts. This is awesome. Look, this guy, you talk about sales. God, that guy sold everything. I just think about how much money was spent on your arts degree. I know. But here's the good news. But you found your way to sales to pay for it all. And
I did.
Right? And it's good. And it's getting a return on it.
And I love that it's more about your skills, how hard you're willing to work, like all of those sorts of things where a lot of industries are not like that. And it's about connection. It doesn't even have to be about your connections necessarily when you're starting off. Eventually having that community is a great thing, but you can be successful in sales and come from absolutely nothing.
Yes.
And I think that that's super cool.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm super, super thankful for the industry that way.
I'm thankful for my fucking alma mater. You're over here bashing
I'm not bashing
Butler.
your alma. I'm not bashing Butler. One of
and
them.
I
It's
will
an awesome
not
school.
have it.
I'm not bashing Butler.
Okay.
I am simply observing the investment made in a degree.
I know.
In what is it again?
Arts administration.
Arts administration, which I don't even know what the fuck that means. But anyway, in arts administration, it means you like run an art gallery and museums and stuff like that. Is that what it means?
Kind of. I couldn't even begin to explain it to a public school kid. No.
It's probably stuck somewhere where that French word for what you do after a great
I'm
conversation.
going to look that up because it's a good word.
And we get high on sales and we
my God.
look at all the pictures on the wall and talk
Stop.
about it.
You're crossing the line.
Arts
Be
administration.
nice.
I am nice. I'm very nice. You know,
Be
I'm
nice.
I'm a nice
Okay.
human. I'm sorry. I don't mean it. It's very funny though to me. And here's what's funny. This is not about you or Butler. It's about, this is really a take on the education system.
Yeah.
That people pay
totally.
$80,000 a year to go to Duke to major in secondary education and become a high school teacher.
Totally.
The math makes no sense whatsoever.
Yep.
And it's nobody's fault except for those institutions that use that as a thing. Like, come to Duke and major in elementary ed. Then go get a job making $26,000. But you got to pay $150 to do it. Makes no sense to me.
I know.
Yeah. Now, since I'm an entrepreneur by DNA, what I want to do now is start blind zebra galleries. I'm serious. There's a space for that. See,
can I be the sand artist?
Yeah, that's what I mean. If this guy can make a living and make his way on TikTok, dumping a bunch of sand out of some plastic buckets, you and I could fucking slay it.
Yes, good. I love the callback. I love a good callback. Okay,
I'm sorry, I wasn't dissing you at all. I apologize.
No, it's fine.
No, I'm seriously.
I know.
You got pissed.
No. Well, I love to rib you every now and then because I'm like, all right, I'll fight back.
That was a thing. Okay. You have one more?
I do. I have one more. This is like a silly one, but I think it's really great. I know you might want to end it because it's not that great, but I love it. Good. With my boss, Elizabeth, who I absolutely adore. She's so wonderful. We go on what we call walk and talks. We do walking meetings.
Yes, ma'am.
Walking meetings. Yes, I cannot tell you, your ideas just flow more. I'm more creative. I can get unstuck a lot better. And I am so grateful because our office is right by the Monon in Broad Ripple. And we can just
walking trail.
Oh, yeah. Walking, biking trail in Indy. We can get right over on the Monon, go on a walk for 30 or 40 minutes or whatever. And the ideas just come out and we get to be in nature and enjoy it. And it's one of my favorite things about going into the office.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Strong recommendation to get off the Zoom and go outside and do a walking meeting with your boss or your colleague or whomever, even a customer.
Totally.
If you don't need Zoom to show them stuff or whatever, just go talk. You got a phone call, just do it walking. Isn't that great?
Yeah,
your
it's
energy's
so
totally
nice.
Different. It's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thanks. We're thankful for. That's what we're thankful for.
Yay.
I'm thankful for you.
We're thankful for our listeners, too.
We're all thankful for our listeners.
You guys are the best.
Podcast. So, okay, that's it. Next time we go into my birthday episode.
Ooh. Wait, is yours in December?
Yeah, December 11th. Sag. It's not that obvious, is it? Oh, wait, you're not a horoscope person.
I'm not a horoscope person. No, I know. All right, you can tell me what Sagittariuses are like later. Is it just you?
It's pretty much me.
Okay. You're like, it's exactly what I am.
Okay, that's it.
All right, bye guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.